Hello to all my friends gathered at St. Mary's in Tower. I think you know I would much rather be there with you in person, but there's just a few things going on right now, and I'm honored to join you via video. I want to start by thanking the Lake Vermilion Cultural Center volunteers and donors for your great work to preserve the St. Mary's Church. You're bringing to life a building and piece of history that will be enjoyed for generations to come. And I have to say, I like the theme for the fundraiser this year, Slovenia and its neighbor Austria, because as many of you know, I am myself here because of Slovenian immigrants. My grandpa, on my dad's side, worked 1,500 feet underground in the mines of Ely. Of course, I've also toured the Tower mine. My grandpa came to northern Minnesota, first looked for a house in Babbitt. His grandparents and parents came over from Slovenia in search of work, and the iron ore mines and forests of northern Minnesota seemed the closest thing to home in Slovenia. My grandpa never graduated from high school, but he saved money in a coffee can in the basement. Both my dad and his brother Dick went to college. My dad went to Vermilion Community College and graduated with a degree from journalism from the University of Minnesota. As you all know, he went on to be a sports reporter and a newspaper columnist. My mom was a public school teacher. She taught second grade until she was 70 years old. Her parents both came from Switzerland to Milwaukee, where my great-grandma ran a cheese shop. The Depression was hard on their family, and out of work for several years, my grandpa made and sold miniature Swiss chalets made out of little pieces of wood. So I'm here today on the shoulders of immigrants, the granddaughter and great-granddaughter of iron ore miners, cheesemakers, and craftsmen, the daughter of a teacher and a newspaperman, and the first woman elected to the United States Senate from Minnesota. My family has always been tremendously proud of our Slovenian roots. In fact, we even went and visited there once. My dad and I went bicycling, and we came to a town where the Putzels lived. And maybe some of you know in Tower know this, but my grandma, her maiden name was Putzel. Mary Putzel. So we went to the town and they said, oh, well, there's two families of Putzels here. There's one family that was very brave and fought in the wars against the Turks. My dad was like, yes, those are my relatives. And then they said, but the others, they were minstrels. They were kind of drunks. They would play, the guy would play his guitar late into the evening and drink, and then he would, in a drunken way, offer to sell his house for 1 dobra. And one day, the mayor of the town told us someone took him up on it, and he was never seen from again. He lost his house, and the rumor was he went to America. So one might think those may be our relatives, but my dad still says no, it's the people who are brave in the wars against the Turks. Well, I have taken the proud heritage of Slovenia with me to Washington. My office serves pizza nearly every week at a reception, a breakfast reception, to welcome visitors from our state. It's become such a big deal that we now have several Slovenian bakeries on the Iron Range in Minnesota fighting over which one gets to supply us the pizza. That's one of the things I've always loved about Minnesota. We take pride in our rich history and heritage. We are proud of the legacy our ancestors left us, and we love to celebrate their journey that has brought us here today. The St. Mary's Hall is a part of that rich history and heritage. Just think, built in 1889, the church and its congregation have seen it all. The rise of the mining industry on the Iron Range, 2 world wars, the Great Depression, good times and bad. For over a century, the St. Mary's Church has been ingrained into the very fabric of the Lake Vermilion area. And now, because of your work, the legacy and tradition will live on. And it goes beyond just maintaining a building. You're preserving the history and integrity as well as restoring the beautiful stained glass windows. I can't wait to see it. The new center will be available for all to enjoy. It will be used for weddings, concerts, family reunions, and countless other events that will bring people together in celebration. So as your work continues, I wish you the best and hope to someday soon see the restored St. Mary's Church. Have fun tonight. Keep up the good work.